Good afternoon, everyone, and hello to everybody watching online. So when we all think about the challenges of a multi-antigen mass vaccination campaign, we probably think about transporting the vaccines and respecting the cold chain. But when we have a multi-vaccine campaign with several rounds, we have also faced with the problem of determining for which vaccines the child is eligible and ensuring good vaccination practice. And now, thanks to JennerX, there is an application for that. So like I already said, and also Nicolas mentioned that in his presentation, determining the vaccine eligibility is not an easy task. People in the field need to get the age of the child and study their vaccination card. Then for each vaccine, there is a minimum age and a minimum interval between doses to be respected. Now imagine doing this mental operation again and again during the same day. People get tired, they make mistakes, and not only that, this becomes, because it takes time, this becomes the bottleneck in our vaccination campaigns. Also, we calculate indicators by hand using data collected on paper. So we have a manual process that is time-consuming and prone to errors that we want to improve. And what is the solution? The solution is JennerX, a tablet-based mobile application which automatizes this process. But let's start from the beginning. First, we chose a partner, IRD, Interactive Research and Development, and we have the pleasure to have Ali from IRD with us today in the audience. So IRD had already developed and deployed their own vaccination application in Pakistan. So we didn't need to start from scratch, which made development faster and cheaper. We simply had to adapt IRD's application to the needs of a multi-antigen mass vaccination campaign. And now we only need to register a child, enter the birth date, vaccination history, getting automatically the child's vaccine eligibility. But more than that, when we see the same child in the next rounds of the campaign, we can redetermine eligibility even faster using a unique identifier. Also, we synchronize all this data with a central server that we use to calculate indicators in real time and to monitor the campaign from Brussels. We started to pilot JennerX in Central African Republic last April, and so far we have got impressive results and a very good feedback from the end users. So maybe you are now curious about the tool. Let me show it to you. There's supposed to be music? Okay.
JennerX is so good because it's saves time, it limits errors, and it's easy to use because on the first day, we managed to register 235 children in less than 5 hours.
So the initial investment in this project was around 20,000 euros, but the cost should drop significantly in the future because we will have a more finalized version of the tool. We will require less people when fully replacing the old paper-based system, and also we can reuse a lot of material across campaigns. What are the risks of doing nothing? Well, we can still do our vaccination campaigns, but they are likely to be less efficient because we may have an increase in dropout rates due to waiting time, vaccines not needed but given, resulting in a waste of money and a risk of running out of stock. Vaccines needed but not given, which is critically important because the child may never build an immune response. And of course, the time we spend determining eligibility lengthens the vaccination campaign. And the risk of using technology, they have been discussed today by Jesse and other people, and they are common to any deployment in the field. Running out of battery with our devices, so we need a backup power supply. Lack of connectivity, so we work offline. Users not used to working with technology who require extra training. The negative perception of the local people, which can be mitigated using good communication strategies. And of course, introducing new ways of working may be disruptive, so we need a change management. In JennerX, we collect sensitive information that we want to protect. For that, we use password security, secure communication protocols, and we host the server in our headquarters in Brussels. Also, we collect data individually, but analysis is done anonymizing and aggregating this data. And finally, we contacted representatives of the Minister of Health to ensure their support for the pilot. We have already deployed the tool in Central African Republic, and we have collected the first feedback from the users. We are working with IRD into improving the tool and developing new functionality. We are planning also to present the tool to the operations department to coordinate its use in future vaccination campaigns. In September, we're going to launch a new vaccination campaign in Congo where we hope to fully implement JennerX. And when that happens, we must ensure that we collect data to help us assess the impact of using JennerX compared to the old paper-based system. But I can tell you that we are certain that it makes work faster and more accurate. Thank you very much.